Hi everybody, I'm Diego Pazos Speedy here live from on the COMPRESSPORT account. So we will be here together for quite a long moment, 20-30 minutes. So don't hesitate to write your questions. I will try to answer to everybody. It can be about everything. Mostly I will talk about my project, which is to cross Switzerland. But first, maybe to the persons who don't know me, I'm an ultra trail runner from Switzerland. So I've been running since 2012, doing either the World Tour or the Ultra Trail World Tour or the Skyrunning series. And now I'm starting my ninth season, and I'm with COMPRESSPORT since 2016. So very happy to be with this branch, which is a very top brand and with top people. So now, why this day? We are on the World Care Day from COMPRESSPORT. So the objective is from every person who is registered to this day. COMPRESSPORT will send some care socks to Swiss and French hospitals. So it's to support all the medical care. These guys are the most important nowadays. They are saving lives. So please register, and if we have to send many socks, it will be better and better. So now to start with that, I'm just trying to see at the same time the questions. So my project will be to cross my own country. I'm now living in Lausanne, so in the French part of Switzerland, at 60 km from Geneva, and I'm training a lot in the Montreux area. I'm actually organizing the Montreux Trail Festival, which is end of July. Hopefully we are maybe lucky and we are one of the first trail to start this year, but we are of course not sure at all, and maybe we will have to cancel. But this idea came because the end of the Via Alpina is finishing as well in Montreux. So it's a trip of 390k and more or less 24,000 meters elevation, new positive elevation. So it starts in Vaduz, in Liechtenstein, so at the border northeast of Switzerland, and like a diagonal, we are crossing Switzerland through the Alps, through the Via Alpina, which is a hiking path in Switzerland, and the finish line is in Montreux. So just to show you, I have a plan at home. I don't know if you can see it well. So it starts here in Vaduz, in Liechtenstein, and I'm going to cross here until Montreux. Like that. So just showing you that Switzerland is not flat. So we have, like I said, 24,000 meter elevation, and we are passing 16 big uphills, and I mean it's gonna be a big challenge for me, because I'm used to run. Actually, the distances I like to run in competitions are in competition. Sorry, it's more than 60 kilometers, so around 80 to 160k, so 100 miles. So these are distances that I really love to run, and in which I think I now have I know how to manage the pace, how to manage the food, the nutrition, and the material as well, the weather conditions. I think it's quite good now, and because I did my first try at UTMB in 2013, so quite just one year after starting running, so it's not a good example, but since 2013 I have 8 years experience in ultra trail running and these kind of distances. I can see that there is one question now. So from Daisy Runner, any specific changes you have done in training for these projects, physically or mentally? So thank you for this question. I will just come now, because that's the point I was talking about. I'm quite used to 60k to 160k more or less, and now I have a big project which is 390k. So for me it's totally new. I have another parameter to include, which is the sleep. I mean, I will have to be outside at least 3 nights. So it's not like in 100 miles. So for me, it's more or less 1 night or 1 night and some hours of the second night. But usually I'm not sleeping at all. So now I will have to sleep at least a bit. So what I will have to do, you mean physically and mentally? I think physically not a lot, because I think I'm trained for 160, so I don't think I can do really more to be trained for 390k. Of course, I try to test a lower pace, so do some long runs with lower pace. But what will be mostly different for me, it's gonna be in terms of nutrition, sleep, and maybe material gear, because I will have all kind of conditions, because I will spend at least, I think, between 90 hours, 100 hours, I don't know. I hope to do it under 100 hours, but I'm not sure at all. And mentally, I think it's going to be as well a big preparation. I think I will be prepared as well at home, because I have a kid of 2 years and a half, and I'm waiting for the second one, which should come in the coming month. So I think I will sleep less, so it's gonna be good training. Turbo siesta, I can train it. So I will try to. It's a bit funny what I'm saying, but I will try to adapt with my normal life and try to train in my normal life what I will do on the hikes. So for sleeping, and as well, I mean mentally, I will as well train a bit tired, at least the coming month until July, at least I think the first 3 months. So I think I will try to prepare in that sense. I will try to do as well some tests with sleep, to know what is better for me. If it is to do kind of 20 minutes turbo siesta, or even less, 5 minutes or 30, or I don't think I will go more than 30 minutes in a row. And in the coming, I think 2-3 months now, I will test these parts of the adventure, of the trip, of the preparation. Then mentally, I will as well try to take some advices from guys that are doing this kind of challenges. Can be normal runners, can be elite runners. I have a couple of friends that did similar, more or less, 20 hours more or 20 hours less, and I think I can learn a lot from their from what they say. I don't have a mental preparator or trainer. I think I have good experience in ultra trail, so I have some tips, some things that I can take. And mostly I don't want to take a mental coach as well, because I think this experience, this challenge for me, is a way of learning more about myself. So I want to learn directly on the field. And maybe I will do some mistakes, but I think this is my first long challenge like that. So I really want to take this experience as brutal as it is, in a sense. I just want to be really well prepared physically, not to get injured, and as well with the nutrition, because it's not so good when you're not when you eat something that doesn't go well. But for the mental part, I think I will try to give it a try. Otherwise, I have as well a question. Will you stop to sleep? I think I will stop to sleep, yes. As I said, I will spend at least 3 nights outside. So I will try. I think this is something I'm not really strict now, because I'm still thinking, I'm still trying some things. But I think if turbo siesta is good for me, I will try to do some turbo siesta since the first night. I don't want to come to a point, for example, at the end of the second night or for the third night, where I have some big hallucinations, and can be very dangerous when we are outside in the mountains. So I will try to avoid that, and for that I will try to be precautious and sleep a bit before, when I notice that I'm starting to get tired. So what support will you need to complete this? I don't want to do it only by my own alone. I will have an assistance. Why? First, because it's my first long adventure like that, and I think I'm not experienced enough to do it like freestyle, totally freestyle. And I want to have an assistance, which is a bit different than in a race, because in a race, of course, we have checkpoints every more or less 10-15k, and with security, I mean safety and everything. Here it's gonna be really more freestyle, but I really want to have 1 or 2 vans following me, and that way I can sleep inside the van when I need, and I can have, for example, warm meals, or maybe if I need a small massage or something like that. And the main objective of this challenge is as well to share. So this is going to be an open challenge. I want all my community, all the COMPRESSPORT community, all the persons interested in the trail community. I would like them to join me in some parts of the trip. And I can see a question from Anto here. Would you like that people to come along and run with you? So that's what I was saying. So of course I would like, and I will give all the information. And he says known and unknown people. Of course, both. I mean, if I have known people who wants to join, I mean, I'm totally open. If Catherine Zeta-Jones wants to join and run with me, I'm of course I'm open. If unknown people wants to run, no problem. No, everybody. It's not a matter about elite runners or just common people. Everybody can come, and I will inform all the people on my social network. There will be as well some information in the COMPRESSPORT account as well, and everybody will be welcome to join. I will give as well a kind of a schedule, a timetable of my expecting times. That way you know more or less which day, what time, and then you have to follow. I will have a GPS track on me, so you you will be able to follow me directly live, so you can adjust your times and come at some locations to run with me, discover Switzerland, because this crossing Switzerland is really wonderful. We will pass in the middle of Switzerland, in the middle of kind of nowhere, because there is some places when you don't see anybody. I mean, it's really the deep Switzerland, as you can imagine, as you can see in postal cards. You know, like with only some cows, maybe one farmer. You know, every 4 or 5 hours, there is some paths which are really wild, we can say. And so I have another question. Do you take chocolate for this challenge, Diego? Yes, of course. This is gonna be, I mean, everybody who knows me, I'm a big fan of chocolate, dark chocolate. Please, if you come running with me and you want to take something, of course, yes, but don't take white chocolate or milk chocolate. I'm really a dark chocolate fan, and I hope that my assistants will have that in the car. Otherwise, I can get very angry. I'm really, I'm really like chocolate addict. So of course, yes. Turning. Yes, so for that, of course, everybody will come. I will give you my time schedule, time program, and as well, I will give you as well a phone number which you can call and join. That way, it's gonna be somebody who will be following me almost all the way, and can tell you Diego is very bad, come now, or he's late. GPS track has no if the GPS track has a problem, for example. That way you can be sure more or less where I am, and you don't miss me. That's one of my my objective. If I can run with 20 persons, I will do it. I love it. I love to share. Maybe I won't be so fresh after a couple of Ks, so I will be really happy to see some persons. Otherwise, about the gears, I will take. Of course, I will adjust my gears depending on the weather forecast on that day. For the moment, the project is planned from the 17th to the 20th of September. I say for the moment because I'm just waiting, because I'm supposed to run UTMB end of August, so I'm just waiting if UTMB will be at the normal date, if it will be cancelled or if it will be moved. If it will be moved, maybe it's in September, so maybe I have to adapt as well my crossing Switzerland. So I will wait end of May to know what they say UTMB, and then you will be the exact date of my crossing Switzerland. But you know, in September we can have all kind of weather, but mostly I think I won't have really warm weather, and normally I don't have any snow at all. So that's why I choose this period of the year. And it's as well, normally it was supposed to be the end of the season, more or less. So less competitions, or competitions were behind me. This year is special, so it's not the case. But I already ran Transgran Canaria at the beginning of the year. So I mean, for me it's okay if at the end I'm doing my crossing Switzerland as my second objective of the year. About gears, I will of course take for my this wonderful jacket. This is the waterproof jacket, but the 2575, not the 1010, because I think for a challenge like that, this one will help me more. I will have the other one as well with my assistants, but if I have really a a problem with the weather, or really heavy rain or a cold temperature, I think this one will be most useful. Then I will have as well a wind stopper from some parts if I will need it, and I can sometimes put both if really I'm really cold. That way I'm light, and I can put this one under and this one on top of it. I will have with me these are the specific gears. Of course, I will have a short. I will have a t-shirt or a training shirt. I will have many. I think for more or less 100 hours, I will have at least I think at least 10. And this one is a 3D thermo, a long shirt. So this one is perfect because even if it's warm, it's thermo regulated, and if it's really cold, to put that under the jacket is really perfect. And I have as well the short ones. So this one you can short sleeve, so you can wear it as well under the jacket, or just if it's warm enough. Of course, caps, because I love caps, and this one is really perfect because you can put here ice if you need, like here. I have as well like a Saharian, but I don't think I will need this one. Otherwise, of course, wear in this wonderful backpack, which is the Ultra Run. So this one is perfect. I think it's enough because I have assistance, so I don't need to have a big backpack. I think I can have more or less the same at what I have in a race, because I want to be careful as well. I don't want to be light in the same way as I was going for a normal training. I think I will need to have more, because I will go sometimes close to 3,000. 2,600, 2,700, so it can be really cold and I can have some problems, and the more I will be tired, the more dangerous it can be. Yes, otherwise my assistance, or maybe I will put it in the backpack depending on the weather conditions as well, waterproof pant. I mean, this kind of gear, you think you can use, you have to use it only for the mandatory equipment of UTMB, and it's in part true. But in a project like that, in a challenge, I think it can be very useful when you are really slowing down after maybe 200 Ks. It can be really useful because you are not going fast enough to warm yourself. So you will need to have really good gear. Of course, headlamps, and I mean specific. I will use poles. I think as well, and I will have maybe 3 or 4 pair of shoes with me. I will take some long and mid socks. After a couple of kilometers, I think the long socks will be very useful to try to avoid my muscle to move too much to move, as well with the COMPRESSPORT shorts, compressive shorts. After a couple of kilometers, I will use them after maybe 50, 100 K. Nutrition. I can see that. I have a question. What will be your go-to nutrition? I will have some food with me, of course. I love to do some energy bowls with the date paste, with the spirulina, with macadamia, cocoa oil. It's a kind of mix that I do myself. You can see it as well on my stories on Instagram. That I will prepare for sure. I will prepare as well kind of muesli. In Switzerland is very common. It's some cereals with kind of oat milk or almond milk, and with the almond paste. So these I will love to have at my assistance. Some some sandwiches as well, and of course my my Isostar Nutrition, my beverage, and some essential bars, some gels as well. I would be very careful with gels. Gels, I will take them only in the really last part, maybe the last day, if I'm really bad, because I don't want to have some digestion problems. I will try to eat really consistent. With my assistants, we will try to have warm plates. That's why I will be followed with a van, because we can warm some food, and we can cook a bit something if I need rice, if I want to have quinoa, if I want to have maybe pasta, I don't know. Avocado, I love it as well, so I will have some sandwiches or some meals with avocado, and sometimes maybe as well fish with omega-3 like mackerel in the evening, for example, before the night, and some 100% cacao as well with almond milk or oat milk to warm up a bit, and to give me the push, the real push. I have a question here. Will you be happy to take part in a research study on endurance sports? Okay, it's at the University of Lausanne, of course. Real good guy Greg, of course. I mean, I was at the university before. I created years ago the running group of University of Lausanne. Now it's running very well with a lot of guys running really strong and still training there. So I'm really happy if I can help some people at the University of Lausanne. I participated in a lot of studies as well at the university, but of course don't hesitate to contact me on my social network. Write me a personal message. I will answer it, and of course, to come back to my project. So nutrition will be very important, but I think I will take time as well to eat. It's not a competition. I'm not putting a bib. So really, I want to not to have problems with that aspect. And I was as well saying that it's a project that I want it to be shared with people. I want to be with my loved ones as well next to me, my friends, my close friends, and the community friends, of course. And I want as well to say that I hope to do, FKT, so fastest known time. I think nobody did it with a really, with this distance. I haven't heard about a time on this track, and my idea is to fix a time and to motivate other runners, elite runners or really strong runners, to try to beat my time, and to talk about this track, because the Via Alpina is a wonderful track. We are crossing the whole country, and I think it deserves to be known, and that's something that I will be happy if guys like François Den or others would like to join and to try to beat my FKT, because I think if you do a time, the best thing, the best respect you can have for your time is that somebody comes and beat it. I mean, that's my competitor vision. So I will be very happy. So it's one aspect as well of the project. But even if I want to do it as fast as I can, it's not a competition with a bib. So I will be focused on myself. If I need to stop 1 hour, I will stop 1 hour. If I need to sleep 1 hour and a half, 2 hours, I will do it. The objective is to be at the finish line in Montreux. there is an official finish line actually of the Via Alpina, just for you to know. There is a pass now, like the St. Jacob's path. You have like a passport, and you can go on every, how do you say, mountain cabin, and they will stamp you your pass. So it's a very nice pass, very interesting to do, very challenging, and I hope to be in Montreux at the end of the project, and the time will be what I can do. How will you train for this, given the restriction in place at present? You have to know that actually in Switzerland now we are not restricted to stay at home. We have a kind of confinement, but we can go outside as well. On my personal side, I didn't go in the mountains since more than 6 weeks, 7 weeks, because I think it's not responsible. That's my opinion for me. I don't want to judge others, but I don't want to have a problem, an accident, and then somebody who has to be in the hospital to take care of the COVID patients has to come and take me to hospital with an helicopter and everything, and this is for me not responsible. So I'm training at home with home trainer, with a lot of workouts, thanks to my coach Sébastien Cornet, which is wonderful in this period. He's helping me a lot with a lot of very funny training workouts, and with all the team we are really training good through Zoom, so that's something good. And I'm running outside, but just like maximum my longest run outside was 1 hour. So I'm kind of like a bit like in France, what I can see, a 1 hour confinement, they can run 1K around. I'm running maybe 2Ks on one side, 2K on the other side, or 3K, but not really more. So that's my situation actually. I hope that now we are in a deconfinement period, so I hope that after in June, maybe June, July, August, I can go outside and do some long runs to test my material, test my my nutrition. But I don't think that I will need to train more specifically. I want to test myself as well, as I said, mentally, but as well a bit physically on this distance. So I don't want to try to modify too much. I will have my second baby, so I won't have a lot of time to prepare it as well. I cannot spend 3 days in a row running 8 to 10 hours. So I will keep to my plan and maybe go on the track to see some parts. I already know half of the crossing Switzerland, so I will try to go and see the other half if I can, and then do my best. And that's something that I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm gonna discovering a lot of things about myself. I'm gonna suffer a lot, but I hope I will finish this adventure being a different person. So it's going to be a journey, and I hope that I will learn a lot about myself, and then I will be, I hope, a better person if I can, because I will learn a lot about my character, about my feelings, what I have inside of myself. I see another question from Vincent Viette. Hey Vincent, have you already posted the route of your crossing? No, I haven't posted it, but you can find it, for example, on what's the name of the? It's on the web. I'm just looking on Swiss Mobile, of course. I forgot it. On Swiss Mobile, you can see Via Alpina, and that's it. It's normally 20 days trip for a normal hiker, and you can see all the description and all the parts. So I will publish it as well with my times later. For the moment, I don't see the point, because I mean we are still far away from the project, but you can see it on Swiss mobile application on the internet. Another question which I almost answered is, how many weeks will you need to prepare well outdoors? I think I mean I'm training almost all the year. I'm stopping 1 month, normally in November or December. This year it was November, so I'm training. Even if I'm confined, I'm training more or less 5 to 6 days a week. So I think my body is prepared for that. Now, if I want to be more accurate, I think I will need 3 months specific. So I hope that I can have at least July, August, and September until the cross in Switzerland, to do some specific work, and more or less using good the poles, and getting used with downhills. I think, because that's the biggest problem now, that you are at home and not in the mountains. It's for downhill work. So that's the biggest concern for me. Otherwise, I think I hope you understood what my challenge is gonna be. I would say I'm very emotional about this project, because the origin of this project is back in a couple of years ago, when I did half of the path with Miriam Duc, which is kind of my small sister, which has a lot of who has a lot of sicknesses and health problems, and she did it in 12 days, which is incredible. And I was with her during 6 days, and it gave me really the strength and the motivation to do it. Now I really want to do it as fast as I can, and it's kind of a challenge as well with her, because she told me, you have to do it once, you have to do it really the way you do it in competition, kind of as fast as you can. So I said that I'm gonna do it once, and I think 2020 was the good year, and I'm going to do it this year, and I'm really kind of very emotional about this project, and I can't wait. And this period of being at home give me even more motivation to do it. So you will have more information on my social networks, on some COMPRESSPORT and the COMPRESSPORT accounts as well sometimes. And you have to know as well, so come and be with me on the track, because I will do as well a documentary about this trip, the motivation about this trip, why I'm doing that, who I am, and as well the adventure directly. I will try to have more and more images of this trip to show people that it's really something hard, and I mean, shared with the friends and loved ones. It's even more important for me. So now, if you don't have any other questions, I'm just looking. No, I don't think there is other questions. So I think it's good on my side. I don't want to take more time view. So big kisses, and hope to see you outside on the mountains soon. Take care, and don't forget, register on the World Care Day of COMPRESSPORT, because every registered person will be at the origin of one care sock for the medical care in Switzerland and France. So please come. And last question just before leaving, have you heard about Trail de Rodrigue? Of course I heard of Trail de Rodrigue. I'm a big fan of Diagonale des Fous, even if last year was not good for me, was not cool for me, but I was in Rodrigue 1 week after, and I love Rodrigue, and I hope to go and run this trail one day. So big kisses everybody, and see you soon.